From the time I was a small child, and my mother was going through a very difficult divorce with my father, an African-American woman who she worked with in the Ambassador Hotel where Robert Kennedy Sr. had been assassinated on June 5th, 1968. An African-American woman befriended my mother. So from the time I was a small Orthodox Jewish kid in Los Angeles, the African-American community became my community. You all know later that I would make Cory Booker my student president at Oxford. He's now our senator, our senior senator from New Jersey. And what an honor for us to have with us today one of the greatest African-American leaders in the United States, the former head of the most important African-American organization in the country, and today the head of all African-American publications in the United States, a man who served from the age of 14 as a personal aide to Dr. Martin Luther King, the greatest American of the 20th century, who martyred himself in order to bring racial equality and racial justice to the United States. And for all of those people who create false analogies that Israel, God forbid, is an apartheid state, just remember one thing. Jews are not white. My father was born in Iran. My father was never white. 60% of Israelis are from Sephardic Arab countries. They are not white. One-third of the soldiers serving in the IDF are Ethiopian black Jewish soldiers. They are not white. And in fact, if there's any story of white colonialism coming and taking over the ancient land of Israel, it's exactly what the New Testament says, which is why we have the support of our Christian brothers and sisters. The Roman white European colonialists came and decimated the Jews and stole their land, destroyed their temple, exiled us to Europe, and we prayed 3 times a day for 2,000 years to come back. Dr. Chavis, what an honor to have you with us today, and for your incredible friendship with the Jewish community. God bless you.
Thank you very much. We're here in Times Square, New York City. But we are also in every city in the United States of America. We're also in the Middle East. We're also in Israel. I just want to make one thing perfectly clear. There's only one race, and that's the human race. We are all brothers and sisters. I come today proudly on behalf of the Black American community. We should learn from our history. Blacks and Jews in America have always worked together. Blacks and Jews in America have always marched together. Blacks and Jews in America have always struggled together. Blacks and Jews in America have always fought for freedom together. Blacks and Jews in America have always fought for equality together. And so we come on this mournful day, 12 months later, after the brutal terrorist attack of Hamas on Israel. When Hamas attacks Israel, Hamas attacks us. And when Israel defends Israel, Israel is defending us. We must be very clear at this moment in history. As a young teenager, I worked with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. And I remember vividly standing with Rabbi Abraham Joshua Herschel, and other Jewish leaders who stood with Dr. King. We worked together. We made progress on civil rights together. This is no time for blacks and Jews to be divided. This is a time for us to be together. This is a time for us to stand together, speak together, work together, struggle together, win together. So my remarks, I want to thank Rabbi Smoothie for graciously inviting me to speak. He asked me just a few days ago if I would come. I immediately said yes. But as soon as I said yes, I began to get telephone calls. Reverend Chavis, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Well, I'm like John Lewis. I believe in good trouble. I believe in standing up for what's right. All Americans should be standing up for Israel today. This is not about race. This is not about ethnicity. This is not about religion. This is about what is right. And so I come today to salute the people of Israel, to salute the Jewish people, to salute all of you who are gathered here. I want you to know that you're not standing alone. I want you to know that there are millions of black Americans that stand with you today. We must continue to stand together. The forces of evil, the forces of terrorism, the forces of anti-Semitism are growing. But we must grow stronger. We must grow taller. We must grow stronger. We used to sing the song together, "We shall overcome." And I believe today, on the 1-year anniversary of the terrorist attack, the cowardly, brutal terrorist attack on Israel on October the 7th, 2023, we come today in 2024 on October the 7th to say, we're not going back. We're not going to let the forces of evil win. We're going to stand strong. And so I promised the rabbi I'd be short. I'm just going to end with this. There's only one God, and there's only one humanity. And all of humanity today should be standing forthright with Israel, forthright with the Jewish people. God bless you all.